I really hope you're well, hope you're keeping safe. Now, when we were looking for our car, one of the reasons why we bought that car was that it already came with a tow bar. In fact, it came with a removable tow bar, which really delighted me. That was going to save me a significant chunk of cash. We bought the car and we got it home. So one of the first things I did was I looked closer at the tow bar and I noticed two issues. First of all, the removable tow bar had not been removed for quite some time. It's quite evident by its condition it had not been off the car. The second issue is that to remove a removable tow ball, you need a key to unlock the mechanism, and the car didn't come with that key. That's not such a big problem, to be honest with you, because if you look at the centre of the lock, you have a code number, and you can go online and easily buy replacement keys. And that's the same for Westphalia and Witter tow bars. So I just took down the number off of the lock, went on eBay, found one for about £3 I think it was, placed the order, and a couple of days later we had replacement keys. Fantastic. So I went outside, put the key in, tried to turn the lock, and absolutely nothing. The lock was stuck solid. Over the next couple of weeks I progressed to hitting it, heating it, lubricating it, swearing at it and pleading with it. I tried all manner of techniques to get this lock to actually release, but somehow the lock itself is absolutely welded solid to the barrel. I don't know whether the lock itself is disintegrated, the barrel itself has become seized, or whatever the mechanism is, and there's no way of me inserting the key, turning the key and releasing the tow bar to remove the tow bar from the car. This is an important step because I want to know, before we tow with that car, I want to know the condition of the tow ball to make sure that it is actually in good nick. You see, there is a danger that if you haven't removed your removable tow ball off of the car, then they can actually corrode quite badly, and I'm not willing to take that risk. So what do you do if you want to remove it? Well, don't worry, there is a technique at hand, and it's very simple. You just buy a replacement handle that goes onto the tow ball. So on this cold winter's day, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the handle off of the tow ball, replace it, and hopefully remove the tow ball from the car for its very first time. So here we go, you can see the handle here, and you can see it's not in great condition. The discoloration, by the way, is from me heating it up. I lubricated it through the lock, I lubricated it through the back, I added some WD-40 and penetrating oils, etc. I also tapped it a few times here. That's why there's no sticker over here. And actually, when that sticker came off, you can see it revealed a bolt. And that's what gave me the clue that maybe I could get this off and replace it. So I went on eBay and I found a replacement. And let me show you exactly what I've bought. I bought this one from PF Jones, which seems to be quite a reputable tow bar fitter, manufacturer of bits and bobs. And this is exactly what they've sent me. It was £50, all bar a couple of pennies. And this is what we have: a replacement label to go back over the outside, like so. I'll put that somewhere safe now. We've got a replacement bolt. It's a Torx head, it's a T25, and the new handle itself. I don't know if I'm calling it the right thing, but I'm calling it a handle. And of course we've got a lock as well. Fantastic. And that all seems to work lovely. So the process is quite straightforward. We just need to remove the old one and put this one on. So, like I said, we're going to use a T25 Torx bit, which I've got on a ratchet here, and I'm going to undo it gradually. Paying attention to where the lock is down here, it's at the bottom facing downwards. I'm going to undo it, and I'm going to hold on to the plastic cap as well, because there is actually quite a big spring in here. So I'm going to hold on to it with this thumb, and I'm going to undo it with my ratchet. And the reason I'm using a ratchet is that there's not much space for a screwdriver. So as I slowly release it, you'll see that there's quite a big spring inside there as well. So we need to retain that piece, but this piece here is now junk. So let's get the new section together. Now I'm actually going to put some grease on this when I put it together properly. I'm just wanting to put it on now so that I can at least take the tow bar off. So I've already put the bolt in there. Let's just change the setting on the... I'm just holding the cap against the tension of the spring. I'm just doing it all the way up, like so. Now then, here's the moment of truth. Will this actually come off? No, because it's locked. Okay, that's undone. Push in. Oh, you beauty. That's the first time that's happened since I've owned this car. Right, and that is the tow bar off the car. It's in better condition than I thought it was going to be. I'm not too fussed about this. That can be cleaned up. It's the mechanism up here which I was worried about. Make sure there's no corrosion up here. But do you know what? It's all right. I'm quite happy with that. There's a couple of bits there which need cleaning up, but we can sort that out in a minute. The first thing I need to do though is, before we put the cover back on here, I want to take it off again, and I want to make sure that it's all nice and clean in here now that it's off. And I just want to put some white grease on the tips of that spring and make sure it's in good nick. So let's give that a good clean a minute. This is the grease I'm using, all-in-one lithium grease. You need to shake it up before you use it. And I'm just going to go across the tip of the spring. He says. Most of that's on my bloody gloves. Let's just prove that it all works again as it should. There we go. And we can lock the gate. So that's all locked. Nice. Lovely. So we can unlock it. Like so. Go in. Ping, and there it goes.
2 caravan holiday breaks later.
Yes, indeed. 4 months have gone by. We've been away in the caravan a few times now, in fact. I think it might be more than twice, but I can't remember. And lots changed with the tow bar. Let me show it to you now. Here it is. As you can see, it looks completely different. What I've done here is I've coated all of this with Hammerite. I actually rubbed it down and coated it with Hammerite Smooth. And as you can see, it looks completely different. And the handle has had its sticky label put on. I did that earlier on today, and it looks fantastic. I managed to retain the label on this side of the tow ball as well, and obviously gave the ball a good clean up at the same time. Once I managed to drop this out, by the way, I was able to get into the receiver on the car, get in there with a wire brush, make sure it was all nice and clean, and sure enough, it looks fantastic, and it's not in as bad condition as I thought it was. So that's given us great confidence to go away and use the car and the caravan even more. So I'm really happy with that. There is one downside, however. The electrics on the tow ball are terrible. They're in a very bad state. I've had a go at trying to resolve it myself, but actually I need to bite the bullet and get an electrician out to sort out the electrics, because I think whoever put that electrics into the tow bar on our car was either having a bad day, was going through a divorce, or just didn't like the owner of that car. Whatever happened, it's in a very bad state. So I've isolated a couple of the faults, and it seems to be okay for towing. At least the lights work at the moment. Yeah. You remember when I put the new handle on, I said the lock had to be at the bottom. Well, that's true when it's actually located in the car. When it's out of the car like this, the lock needs to be the furthest point away from the ball, as if it's in the car. And you can see it's registering it's in the car, but not actually in, because it can show red here. If I do this, as if it's ready to go into the car, the handle is at the back here, the indicator is at the back, I should say, and the key is facing the tow ball. When it goes in the car, that'll spin round to the bottom like it was when we did it, and when it's out of the car, it'll be around the other way. I think the easiest way to describe all of this is for me to actually show it to you. Right, so let's put it in. Let's remove the weather strip. That's one there that I bought just the other day, and there we go. So there we go, the tow bar is in, green indicator there, key is down, and if I get the key out of my pocket, I can put the key in, lock it, and that's it. It's in and it's done. Happy days. So the lesson learned here is, if you have a removable tow ball, take it out. Don't leave it in, don't be lazy, remove it from the car. That's what they're designed to do. They're designed to be removed. Don't leave them in place. They can corrode, they can seize, and if you don't know what's going on inside the mechanism when it's in the car, you can't trust it. So do remove it. You've paid a premium for it, for that convenience to have it removed from your car, so just remove it from the car when it's not in use. There's no excuses. I've put a link to everything that I've used down below, the blanking plate, the handle, the lithium grease, the tools, the hammerites, everything that I've used here to clean this up and restore this one back to former glory. I've put all of that in the video description down below. So that's it from me today. A huge thank you to everybody who has watched this one. I hope it was useful for you. Please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. If you can do all of that, then I'll see you the next time I upload a video. Many thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.